Right. Statement of Robin Lennox.
Well, my friends call me Rob. Well, some of my friends call me Rob. A lot of my friends, I guess some of them call me Robin. You can call me if it makes it easier for you. Then yeah, that's
May
Robin.
20th, 2017. About a stone circle, I think. That's what you said.
So it started. It started on a day when me and Jackie we were walking. Jackie's my dog.
Okay.
We were walking down the South Downs, which is what we normally do before we go visit my mother for a roast. We were walking down, and are you much of a dog person?
What day was it?
So when would this have been now? Now this was about 2 weeks ago. So where are we now? That would put it at maybe the 6th, I think.
Okay.
Perhaps. So me and Jackie were walking down our usual trail down the South Downs, and in Loo, which yeah, like I said, is where my mother lives. So we were walking along. Just Jackie loves to run off the leash and just run, scour around the fields.
Okay, so you were walking a couple of weeks ago. It was about
yes.
noon.
In the South Downs, yes.
Yes, in the South Downs.
And off in the distance, something just caught my eye, and I have pretty good eyesight. I had had an eye test a few days ago. You know, one of those free ones that you get, and you just sort of go along just for the sake of it.
What did you see?
Okay, right. So I thought to myself that stone circle, that wasn't there before. At least I thought it was a stone circle. But so me and Jackie went off to investigate. Jackie's quite a curious dog. It's quite a normal thing for Jack Russell Terriers to be sort of curious animals.
So you went to investigate, is that?
Right. Yes. So we were walking towards this what I thought was a stone circle. So I was sort of walking towards it, and I really noticed it got quite a lot chillier. So it was quite a sunny day.
Okay.
I hadn't taken a jacket. You know, when you sort of look out the window and you're like, today's a jacket day.
So right? You saw this stone circle.
Oh yes, yeah.
You started walking towards it.
That's right. Okay.
And then
so yes, like I said, it was definitely a bit chillier. I don't think there was any wind or anything that day, but it just sort of, as I was walking towards it, felt the chill, and I felt Jackie sort of start to walk closer to me. She started to run off a lot less, as if she sort of, I don't know, maybe I just sort of noticed that, you know, when you sort of get a feeling for what mood a dog's in, when you sort of spend a lot of time around them.
What about this stone circle?
Oh, the stone circle. So I got closer, and I realised that although I hadn't seen the stone circle before, but the sort of texture of the rocks and maybe a bit of I don't know. They look quite old. They definitely look like they had been there for a long time, but I recall them definitely not being there because, you know, I've taken that route maybe 5 or 6 or a few times now. When was the first time I took that route? I think
so. You don't remember seeing this before, but the rocks looked old.
Let me start again. Yeah, people have always said to me that Jack Russells can be difficult dogs, but I've always found that as long as you sort of treat them right and you know give them lots of treats, and it's really.
So you were in the spiral, and you heard an old man crying.
As I was meandering around, and you know when you hear someone crying, but you can definitely sort of say there's an age in that voice. Like it sounded like have you heard many old men crying? So you were
following.
Yes, that's right. So you know how sort of at places like Hampstead Court where they've got those little hedge mazes, and rather than sort of bounding straight into the middle of them where you can just sort of walk over all the hedges, you have to sort of follow it through. It sort of put me in mind of that. So I sort of imagined myself in exploring.
So you followed
this
the maze.
So I followed the. So yes, I followed the spiral round. And I could definitely hear this sort of old man crying, and I was definitely an old man because it really reminded me of this old chap I met once on a train going to Liverpool.
So what happened?
So as I was going round and hearing this old man, I suddenly realised that I was going to be late for my mum's dinner that she had planned.
But didn't you say it was about noon?
Well, that was the funny thing. So you see, I looked at my watch and I realised that 6 hours had gone by.
Six hours?
Yes, that's right. So at that point, I left.
I'm sorry?
Yes, so I would have been late for dinner. So
you left?
So I got out of the spiral and went to dinner.
The statement ends, I suppose.
Is that all you need from me?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yep.
You don't need anything.
Absolutely.
Do you want any more
Nope.
details?
Thank you, Mr. Lennox.
Okay.